Hello, welcome back to the Root Network. My name is Pastor Archie Collins. I'm glad that you're with us on today. Today we're going to be talking about charting a course, dealing with matters of life, specifically how to avoid people pleasing. So God never intended for a husband or for a wife or for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, an employer, a kid, nothing to have that type of power in your life. So it's time that you take that power back and stop allowing them to dominate your thinking. When you do this, you become bombarded with thoughts concerning them, and therefore you're looking to only make them happy. Say this with me: God is my source of acceptance, not anyone or anything else. God is my source of acceptance, not anyone or anything else. God accepts you and loves you as you are. Let that be enough. Now, if you're going to continue to avoid people pleasing, there's two things I'm going to need you to learn. Number one is learn what methods people use to dominate, manipulate, and control you. And number two, choose to set boundaries concerning what you will do in whatever relationships you have, both personal and professional, and what you won't do. You're going to have to set it up with all your relationships that you know how to identify what's unhealthy and how to identify what is healthy. Now, I have a list of things here that I want to talk to you about concerning the methods that people use to dominate, manipulate, and control you. And I want you to learn these, and I want you to get to know these, and so that when you are going about your everyday life, you can begin to identify and put words to what others may be trying to do. And when you recognize somebody trying to do this, be led by the Holy Spirit, and then go ahead and speak up and let that person know, or let that boss know, or let that situation know that, hey, I'm not going to allow you to do this, or I feel like this is what you're doing. And that's not something I'm just comfortable allowing. Let me go through this list and it'll make even more sense to you. When it comes to relationships and methods that people will use to control you, I need you to understand, first of all, that all of these things I'm going to tell you are unhealthy. The first one is minimization. Minimization. This is where people sometimes will blame you for stuff. They won't accept personal responsibility. They'll kind of joke about when they hurt you or hurt your feelings or things like that. They'll always talk about it's all your fault. And they'll even act as if abusing you, which is just misusing you, is okay. So minimization and blame is the first thing I want you to watch out for. And if you see that happening, go ahead and identify it and let that person or that employer or whomever know that, hey, I can't have that going on, and I recognize it, and I need something to change. Because otherwise, if you allow that to continue, it's going to begin to dominate you, and you'll find yourself accepting it and trying to live a life that pleases that person or that situation, so that ultimately they'll stop doing it to you. The second thing is intimidation. Intimidation can be seen by yelling, having a threatening tone, talking down, being talked down to, threatening to hurt or be hurt, and making you feel afraid. Even when people begin to throw stuff and destroy objects. All of those are forms of intimidation that people will use to dominate, manipulate, and control you. Then we have possessiveness. Possessiveness is, things like jealousy, accusing you of cheating or not being faithful. Believe it or not, that can even happen on the job. That can happen in the church, where people, you went to another person's conference, you visited your grandma's church, because they were having a Christmas play, or you got another job, at nighttime, another part-time job on the side, you're not being faithful. So possessiveness can not only be in personal relationships, you can also see it in the church and also at work. Also not allowing you to have friends, and things like that. That's all possessiveness, and that is unhealthy ways that can cause you to end up in the wrong type of relationship that will have you trying to now change who you are in an unhealthy way in order to please this person or this entity. Hey, we hope you're enjoying the Root Network. If you're enjoying this, do us a favor, like it, share it, subscribe to this page, our Facebook page and our YouTube page. Share it onto your own so that others can also hear the wonderful word that God is sharing through the Root Network. We're so glad and feel so honored and privileged to be with you on a daily basis. So we've also heard from you guys. Thank you for those wonderful comments. We're praying for you and believing God for you. So don't forget, click like, share, subscribe. We look forward to seeing you next time.